Hey guys, welcome back, Attack. I'm Skyland Shore, and today I'm going to give you my first impression review on Mabinogi Duel, a new free-to-play collecting card game RPG that you can get right now on the mobile devices here. And personally, I could say that as a first impression, whenever I first got into the game, I thought the music was kicking. Like, it just sounded really good. It was just a really good soundtrack. And not only that, but for a card game, you'd probably want some really good art, you want some really good illustrations, but not only are you going to get that, it's really crisp and really colorful, and there's a lot of character, and it's a little bit usual. Nothing of a strange aesthetic or anything new there, no originality, but there's a lot of character and it is really good, but also you are getting really good animations with this. I mean, like, really good animations, guys, so check that out right here. But yeah, if we're talking about gameplay, it seems like it at least has an interesting premise. It's not wholly unique. It is sort of like a rogue defense and offense style where you place a card and then your card goes and attacks in pretty much a straight line. And if there's nothing blocking it, then you attack the opponent's life force directly. You have a very usual resource system where you can choose to skip a turn in order to gain a resource. Nothing as unique as scrolls where you can sacrifice cards for a resource. It's pretty simple, straightforward, and slightly atrocious. Okay, maybe a lot atrocious. Actually, in fact, the gameplay is so atrocious that the multiplayer component of the game is entirely AI based, where your opponent is just fighting your deck or you are fighting the opponent's deck, which is kind of a similar premise that we see in a lot of mobile games, especially games like Zenonia. Zenonia would have an amazing, and this game as well, would have a really good multiplayer component if it was actual players. And I think it's definitely to a fault, and I'm going to have to knock down a star from this review because you can't actually fight other players. But then again, unlike Zenonia, which is very skill-based, has a lot of skill shots, this game is very strategic. And yes, the gameplay is atrocious, but the best deck is probably going to win more often than not. So, being a deck-building game, I guess it's acceptable that it has AI-controlled gameplay. But in the end, really, that's kind of just like a bonus. You know, it's just a bonus that there is an arena function to the game. Really, what this game is about is the roleplay factor. There is a story to this game, and people who play Mabinogi know it's kind of roleplay-esque. The whole series is very strange and weird, and, well, I guess not exactly Western, but there is a roleplay factor to the game, and there is some strategy and deck-building components to it. But what's really interesting is that there is a story, there is a roleplay factor to it, and then there's also challenge modes, and then you do have a quest that you can go and play through to learn the game. There's a lot of content in this game, and it's done very well. It's polished very well. You know, there's lots of different characters that you're going to meet and talk with and chat with, and just, well, you're just going to be watching the story unfold as you play it. But really what I'm interested in is challenge modes. That's something that I'm always a fan for. So yes, you do have challenge modes, you have story mode, you have an arena, which it might be non-existent to some players. Now for me, I'm a competitive gamer. I like Hearthstone, League of Legends, I like games where I can directly compete with my opponents. But in components where it's just kind of against AI, where it's not really like you are playing against another player and his actions and his skills and his mechanics, I'm not a fan of that. So I don't like that about this game. It really turned me off. I was excited for this game until I found out that that was the case. But then again, I was actually reinvigorated with this game because I found that it was just really well done. The music is really good, animations, and the story kind of has me a little bit interested. Now, there's not too much customization with your avatar or anything like that. There's barely any voice acting. It's really all just written. I think the voice is actually only the announcer in the card game component of it when you're actually in matches. But overall, the art is really good and the animations, blah, blah, blah. I could go on forever about that. But yeah, if you're looking for a really high-polished card game RPG, which is actually on the rise right now, there's a couple of games coming out in this style and visual novels as well, getting really big. So if you're into games like that, you're going to enjoy this game. If you're looking for a competitive card game, this is not that. That's all I gotta say, guys. That's my first impression review. Thanks for watching. I'm Skyland Shore with Attack Gaming. Go to MMOATK.com to check out articles and other stuff. So if you want to keep watching videos, I don't know, you can like and subscribe, and we'll keep them coming. Again, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you again later.
Do you like hearing Halo 1? Halo CE. The best Halo, as I like to call it. The most intuitive Halo.
I did not know this before the Master Chief Collection. I fucking hate Halo 1 with a living passion. What a bad fucking game. I mean, you play half the game, it's new levels. The second half of the game... Oh.
That was the loudest sound we ever recorded on this show.
Oh, I see it.
You broke it.